everybody, Dr. Logan Lynch here from Life in Motion Physical Therapy. I am here to talk to you really quickly about how to determine a good starting spot for how to determine your snatch grip. So how wide you should have your grip for your snatch. I got this question during my overhead squat workshop. Someone had asked if the grip is the same, if the grip width is the same for your overhead squat for your snatch. We're going to determine it a little bit differently. So an easy way, there's lots of different ways to determine this, lots of different, opinions that people have, but this is kind of a simple starting spot that is, practical to the movement. So you're going to take the bar or PVC pipe, whatever, and basically you want it to sit in your power position, so your power position right before you go up for that extension and lifting that bar up, in that power position where your knees are slightly bent. We want the bar to sit right kind of in the hip crease. So right where, when you bend your knee up, right where that crease is at that hip fold, we want the bar to be right about there, okay? So then right there, wherever your grip is determined kind of where that bar sits on the hip crease. So let's say I have mine really narrow, the bar is below my hip crease. So if I widen my hands, the bar comes up into that crease. And this one isn't long enough, but if I take it out even wider, it's gonna come up higher, okay? So widen that grip, my shoulders are relaxed, straight elbows, holding that bar where it can sit at that hip crease right there, okay? In that power position, so right before you go up for that triple extension, in that power position. The good purpose for this is because then if you're in the hip crease, you're just slightly above that pubic bone, so that you're not going to hit your pubic bone on the way up. You're gonna bypass it, which is always a good thing, okay? So again, the bar, we want it to land right in that with our knees slightly bent. In our power position, we want that bar to land right on that hip crease on both sides, okay? So here it's too low, widen here, about right there. So that's a good starting spot for my snatch grip, okay? For my width when it sits right on the hip fold. Now, something that might be, this might be a challenging grip for some people. So if you are new to the snatch or you're still building up weight, you're kind of pushing the weight, the wider your hands are, the more difficult it's gonna be to perform the movement, okay? So if you use this grip, if you find where your grip is and you're struggling with the movement, you can't keep good form, you can't lift it, try bringing them in just a little bit, okay? So as you narrow them, it's gonna be a little bit easier to get that weight up. So if you choose that grip here and it's not cutting it, come in a little bit. But as you continue to train and as you continue to do the snatch, you're going to get better at it. So then eventually you can widen that grip back out to the more optimal position where that bar sits right on that hip fold, right before in that power position. Okay? So if you're wondering if you have the correct grip width, if you are struggling to lift it and you can't understand why, maybe bringing your grip in a little bit while you're still training and working up to it is a good idea. But that's a good starting spot and a good place to have the bar so when you come up, you're bypassing that pubic bone, because if it's too low and you're extending and you're bringing that bar up, you're going to run right into that pubic bone, and we don't want that, okay? So, hope this was helpful for all of you wondering, what grip you should have if you're just starting out, or if you want to check in on your current grip, if it's wide enough, and adjustments you can make to it. All right? Let me know if you have any questions below. Again, this is Dr. Logan Lynch from Life in Motion Physical Therapy, and I will see you next time. Have a great Friday.